Hello everyone. Did you know that Tim McVeigh killed 16 children in the Oklahoma City bombing? This is not including the 3 unborn babies that also died. Yes, 168 people, including 16 children, in the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building's daycare center, gone in just a matter of seconds. And this was all done with just a $5,000 bomb. Now take away the federal building. I mean, if it was just a daycare center or an elementary school, then the cost of the bomb would not have been anywhere near the $5,000. The supplies that he would have used to build the bomb would be much less in quantity and therefore much less expensive and painstaking. And all of these supplies anyone can purchase in various retail stores in America. You know, with the extreme severity of the tragic elementary school shooting in Connecticut comes the equal amount of severity on gun control policy suggesting. And when would there be more of an opportune time to invoke some kind of policy change than with the deaths of 20 children? Well, how about the prayer services for those 20 children? I mean, that's what Obama seemed to be doing at this prayer service as he stood behind his very own podium with the presidential seal and said, quote, "We must change," as he alluded to 3 other mass shootings that took place since he took office. Those other 3 shootings was the Fort Hood shooting in Texas, the Gabrielle Gifford shooting in Tucson, Arizona, and the movie theater shooting in Aurora, Colorado. So, I mean, how do we change, and what do we do? How do we get others to change? I mean, maybe Obama wasn't suggesting gun control per se, but he had to have been suggesting some kind of control in order to, quote, change. I mean, do we control the content on the internet, television, movies, and video games? Or do we control how the parents or guardians are limiting their kids' access to such content? I mean, can we somehow evaluate all individuals, all their lives, to keep them on the straight and narrow? I mean, how do we create change? You see, you can change yourself on your own volition, but how do you force others to change? I mean, you can limit others' resources, rights, or access with the motivation of creating change in America, but that, my friends, is also control. And how much control would you need to create 100% change? I mean, we now have Obama's friends in the media now helping him out with the idea of change by using this tragedy as a political football. I mean, we had Alex Wagner on MSNBC as this whole thing was unfolding live, saying that one would hope there would be some political capital to reform the way in which we handle gun and gun violence in this country. So, I mean, as this whole thing is still unfolding live, Alex Wagner already wants her political position to capitalize from this horrific elementary school shooting that killed 20 children and 6 adults. And also from MSNBC, we have Ed Schultz tweeting to the nation that we need assault rifles to be compensated and that a Glock pistol is an assault weapon and that we can change the Constitution. We also have Don Lemon of CNN telling the nation that guns, bullets, and bulletproof vests should only belong to the military and to police officers. We have Democratic Senators Joe Manchin and Mark Warner, who are both endorsed by the NRA and are also gun owners, and Second Amendment advocates now saying that the school shooting changes where they go from here, and that America has Second Amendment rights, but that enough is enough. We also have Harry Reid, who also used to be an advocate of the NRA and Second Amendment, said that in the coming days the Senate will engage in conversation and debate on how to change laws in a culture that allows violence to grow. Using the Sandy Hook Elementary school shooting, Reed said it would be a part of the healing process. We also have New York Mayor Bloomberg using victims of gun crimes standing behind him while he made a speech to pressure Barack Obama into using his powers to do something about gun crimes. So, I mean, what about all of the people who have had their lives saved by self-defense because they were able to carry a gun? Look, making change isn't going to bring back the lives of these 26 people. And if you want to create stricter gun laws, then do it. But quit using the deaths of these 26 individuals as a political football in order to do so. Quit using this tragedy as an advertisement to pass future gun control legislation. We all know that Obama no longer has to worry about re-election, allowing him to be a little bit more dictatorial with his decisions. I believe when Obama used the word change at this prayer service for the deaths of 26 individuals, he meant control. The details and the extent of that control that he wants will eventually surface. And with the help of his friends in Congress and the media using this incomprehensible tragedy to gain support, I think much stricter gun laws are almost now inevitable.